All right, shalom, everybody. We're gonna get into this thing. Jerome, or actually, Bam, you right there. Can you lead us in prayer real quick?
Dear Heavenly Father, we want to say thank you for all the things that you have done, that you are doing, and that you're going to do. We will thank you for these feasts and days, another time of fellowship. We give you, we just thank you for your word that comes forth. Heavenly Father, please forgive us for all our sins against thee, against others, and against ourselves, Heavenly Father. Also forgive us for the sins of our ancestors and generations to come, Heavenly Father. Please cleanse our hearts, cleanse our bloodline, let us be closer to you than ever before, Heavenly Father. We ask that your will be done in our lives, Heavenly Father, and just continue that the truth come forth, Heavenly Father. We love you, we praise you, we lift you up, we magnify your holy and righteous name. Please remember us in the godly Son of Yeshua, we pray. Amen.
Amen. So today's lesson, we're gonna try to go ahead and get into this thing. Moses and the sign of the burning bush, right? What does the burning bush represent? Does anybody know?
The Most High.
The Most High. What you got?
See, I was thinking of that, like trying to think of it.
Okay. The Most High. Anybody else got anything else? Cleansing.
I know typically the farmers burn, they burn some certain crops to like cleanse the land.
So for cleansing, right?
Holy ground.
Like holy ground, right? Okay, that's all good. So before we get into the lesson, so I got 3 quick little videos. So fair use, this is for educational and training purposes, right? So in case y'all are not aware, I know we talked about this before, probably a year or so ago. They're already planning the next pandemic. So just get ready when it comes. Don't be surprised, because they're planning that thing. All right, fair use.
The next pandemic. There will be another pandemic.
Absolutely. We don't know when.
Next pandemic, and there will be one. There will absolutely be an outbreak of another pandemic.
We definitively will have to face other surprises, black swans as they are called, maybe different kinds of viruses.
Most of the work we're going to do to be ready for pandemic 2, I call this pandemic 1.
Be prepared. There's a lot of chaos going on right now. Be prepared. All right. So they got other plans for y'all. And they've been planning a lot of this stuff for 30 to 50 or longer years. Fair use. This is for educational and training purposes.
They will induce a pandemic. You're going to get the flu. Everybody around us is going to get the flu. Then the United States government, based on their statements that they've already made, will say, oh my, we have a pandemic. What that means is a Holocaust, a genocidal Holocaust. Very soon, we'll be facing compulsory vaccination under the mistaken term of voluntary vaccination.
Now, what is it about these vaccinations? You think that they're bad?
Well, first of all, let's start with the fact that the World Health Organization has decided that we have 90% too many people. The World Health Organization has been working since 1974 on vaccines to create permanent sterility.
Doctor, the response is going to be, you're crazy. How can you say this stuff?
That pandemic said that we were 90% overpopulated and everyone was running to go get that thing that they should not take it. Right? Right. The Georgia Guidestone says that they have to decrease the world population from to 500 million. That's still the plan. And guess, because the food's already tainted. A lot of times, like when you go into hospitals and restaurants, you're not eating real food. You're eating 3D printed meat and other 3D printed foods. So don't be deceived. Stay focused on that thing. Last one. Fair use. This is for educational and training purposes. this is what they have planned for. This is why Trump is in office. So what we were talking about earlier about like this holy war and all this other type stuff going on. It's planned, it's contrived. Pope, the president and the vice president beefing, y'all think that that's just a coincidence? The United States attacking them on the Muslims during Ramadan, y'all think that's a coincidence? Okay. Fair use, this is for educational and training purposes.
The Rothschilds were trying to start a world war because the Zionist International Congress at Basel, Switzerland has called for 3 world wars. At the end of the Third World War, they would control the entire world. 1 billion Christians are fighting a war to the death against 1 billion Muslims, which will leave Israel in charge of the world, which was predicted at the 6th International Zionist Congress in Basel, Switzerland in 1896. After the Zionist Congress in 1896, you had World War I, World War II, and now we have World War III. At the end of World War I, the Rothschilds organized a number of groups called, one was the Royal Institute of International Affairs in London. It's called Chatham House, and that is the think tank of all of Europe today. And although its headquarters in London, the real headquarters are in Brussels, which is the headquarters of the Lambert family, which is part of the Rothschild family.
30 years. The one that the last Trump is in office for. If y'all can see what's really going on. Your endurance is going to be tested. We're in the days of unleavened bread. So you're supposed to be eating Mashiach. Because in your patience, what do you possess? Your souls. You got to endure this thing. You got to endure this thing. Because it's coming. So we're talking about what the burning bush really represents. But first, we're going to go back to Exodus 12, right? And whoever wants to read, go ahead and read.
Most High spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first of the month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers. A lamb for an house.
So I got a question. When is Passover kept? We know it's in the first month. What day?
The 10th day.
No. No. No.
It just said the 10th.
It said Passover?
Oh.
So what are you supposed to do on the 10th day?
Eat the lamb.
Eat the lamb? Read it.
No, eat the lamb.
You get a lamb on the 10th day. Read the next one, verse.
And if the household be too little for the lamb, that him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb.
So again, what day is Passover normally kept on? So it's not the 10th, it's not the 15th. It's keep reading. So okay. So it's technically the twilight of the 14th day. You're supposed to be eating it at sunset. That's why we ate it so late yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. But why would he make you get the lamb or get 4 days before that?
You gotta prepare it.
Prepared how?
So this says,
Hold on. You own it. You own it.
You gotta take it without blemish.
You have to win. You got 4 days to inspect it to make sure that it's worthy to be eaten for Passover. So when you come into like this time, you have to take that same type of concept. Okay, I got 4 days till Passover, or I got a certain amount of time that I got to inspect not just myself but my whole tribe, and make sure that we are worthy to sup at Passover. Right? That was the concept. That's why he said 4 days prior. I'm gonna give y'all enough time to make sure that this thing is without spot and without blemish. Because you're not supposed to be eating it or drinking it unworthily. So he always gives you a grace period. Like, okay, I'm giving y'all a chance to be holy, to be worthy of this thing, right? So we're going to keep going. Did you read it? My bad. Go ahead.
Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. You shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats.
So, what makes a lamb a lamb? Do y'all know?
I really don't.
So I just recently learned. I didn't know that. Anything over 12 months old is no longer considered a lamb. It's either a sheep or a goat. Didn't know that. Had no idea. That's why it says you should take it out of the sheep or the goats right there. I just didn't know that.
So he got to be at least 1 year old.
It's got to be. That's why he gives you 4 days to make for sure that it's worthy. It's crazy. Okay, keep going.
And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
So I got a question. Why does he not say that the whole assembly of the Israelites shall kill them that evening? Because are they only killing one lamb?
No, for each household.
Huh?
One for each household.
One for each household. But why does he say kill it? Nope.
It doesn't matter if it's black or white. But no, I would say because it's,
You shall kill the lamb in the evening, right?
So, well, okay, so I'm gonna read this verse again. Why doesn't he say you should kill all of the lambs, plural? He says, and you shall keep it up until the 14th day of the month of the day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
that's the sin. Kill
For
the
the
sin.
scapegoat.
To kill the sin because like that's what like we doing it right.
What's the answer?
What does the lamb represent?
Well, Yeshua. Yeah.
So if you make sure it's without spot or without blemish, it's like it's one singular sacrifice. Like it's not even that deep. It's just he made it like, okay, this is even though there's multiple animals getting killed, it's for one thing, singular, because we're one nation, we're one people. The Most High, He's one, right? So that's the concept behind it. Keep going. I'm just testing y'all's reading.
And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the purpose thereof.
So remember now, this is Moses and the sign of the burning bush. What is fire used for?
To cleanse things,
Cleanse things,
cook things.
to cook things, eat things, burn things. We talked about earlier, purifying things, right? All of these different things, because you got to think we've been living in Babylon so long, to where people think it's okay to have like raw food.
I used to do that, eat grass.
Right. The Most High literally said, and do not eat it at all raw. And like, it was really strange to me that he said, don't sodden it with water.
Yeah.
So like, why not with water though?
It takes the stuff away, like the
Because remember, this is all about Mashiach though. And he's already destroyed the earth once with what?
water. And the
Like-
water kind of like takes the genuine taste away. Yeah. It's watered down.
Fire next time, but this
That's
fire
the
is
sign.
for this land.
I ain't gonna kill the world with water next time with fire. Okay.
We have never, in Christianity, that you have no idea what that's really talking about.
Yeah.
Because you be reading that like, man, okay, this is about Mashiach, but he got a second coming, and the second time it's with fire.
Yeah.
But he said, don't sodden it with water. But again, Hebraic concepts, Hebraic mindsets behind things like, okay, so this has got to be about something because matter of fact, when Moses was leading the Israelites out, what was one of the ways that the Most High protected the Israelites from the Egyptians? A wall of fire.
And a cloud. Yeah.
And a what?
And a cloud.
And a pillar of a cloud. Fire. So again, this is about the sign of the burning bush. Keep going.
Okay. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire.
Right? Fire.
And thus shall you eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and you shall eat it in haste. It is the Most High's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both men and beasts. And against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Most High. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to the Most High throughout your generations. You shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
So we're supposed to be keeping Easter, right?
Forever.
Passover. But the world keeps eating this thing raw. They keep soddening the word down with water. Right? Oh, no, it's okay. It's still about the death, burial, resurrection of Christ. Yeah, you can't eat this thing unworthily. Y'all eating pork in the house of the Most High. Defaning and profaning everything of the Most High. It's a backwards and it's heresy. Keep going. Keep going.
7 days shall you eat unleavened bread. Even the first day you shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day unto the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
So I'm talking to your mind. What does leaven represent? What does eating leavened bread during the days of unleavened bread, what does that represent? It's a form of death. Right. So in other words, you're trying to follow the traditions of man. You're not. You're not really following the word because the word tells you what to do. You know, but the traditions and the orthodoxy of the church or Kojic or whatever you want to call it, you know, we got to keep Easter. We got to keep Christmas. We got to keep all of these other things that have nothing to do with the word whatsoever. Bunnies and eggs that has to do with fertility and sex. Going to these places where they have literal quote unquote penises on there because that's what a steeple represents. Putting up Christmas wreaths, which represents the female's organ, right? Paganism. That's the leaven of the Pharisees, right? That's the universal order of the Pope, what we were talking about earlier, right? Huh? What is he called? He's called the vicar of Christ. It's a good thing that we serve Mashiach and not Christ. Because that's wild. Right.
And in the first day, there shall be an holy convocation.
That's today.
And in the seventh day, there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And you shall observe the feast of unleavened bread. For in the selfsame day have I brought you your enemies out of the land of Egypt.
No, I brought your armies.
Yeah. Okay. Selfsame day I have brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall you observe this day in your generations by ordinance forever.
So this is why I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Passover, the days of unleavened bread, is really about war. Because he didn't say, I brought the children of Israel out on the self-same day. What did he say? What's the army used for? Why would the Most High say that? Why would that be there? We be reading stuff and sometimes we just be glossing over like the armies. But we were just a people. No, we are the army. We are his battle axe and weapons of war. Right? Right? Keep going.
In the first month of the 14th day of the month at even,
right,
you shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses, for whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in that land. Ye shall eat nothing leavened, and all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread.
So none of that, right? And so now we're going to expand upon certain things from the text. So we're going to be pulling from this book, The Legends of the Jews, of your people. And we're going to learn about the what the burning flame or the burning bush really represents, because it's so much deeper and closer to us than we've ever even realized, right? So on this slide, it says, Moshe, longing for the desert, was irresistible. His prophetic spirit caused him to foresee that his own greatness and the greatness of Israel would manifest themselves there. In the desert, Elohim's wonders would appear, though it would be at the same time the grave of the human herd to be entrusted to him in the future, and also his own resting place. Thus he had a presentiment at the very beginning of his career that the desert would be the scene of his activity, which not only came true in the present order of things, pay attention, but also will be true in the latter days. There will be another wilderness experience. It's coming. When he will appear in the desert again to lead into the promised land the generation arisen from their graves that he brought forth from Egyptian bondage. Now, this is a different type of Egyptian bondage. But even in the ancient text, they were telling us about what's going to happen in the future, right? Prophecy. And we are waking up out of our graves. Ezekiel 37 is happening every single day. That's what we were talking about yesterday. Wandering through the desert, he reached Mount Horeb, which is called by 6 names, each conveying one of its distinctions. It is the mountain of Elohim, wherein the master revealed his law. Basban, for Elohim came there. Excuse me. A mountain of humps, for the master declared all the other mountains unfit for the revelation. As crookback animals are declared unfit for sacrifices. Mountain of abode, because it is the mountain that Elohim desired for his abode. Sinai, because the hatred, watch this, because the hatred of Elohim against the heathen. What does the word heathen mean? Nations or Gentiles. So he says, it says, mountain of abode, because it is the mountain that Elohim desired for his abode. Sinai, because the hatred of Elohim against the nations began at the time when Israel received the law therein. And Horeb, sword, because there the sword of the law was drawn upon the sinners, because he killed our people, right? That would not obey, that were rebels. So now, the burning bush. We're going to read this small account in Exodus 3 real quick. Bam, if you don't mind.
Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert, and came to the mountain of Yah, even to Horeb. So Horeb was a place.
Mount Horeb, yep.
When I said even, the mountain, they said even to Horeb. So I thought
So no, so it's the mountain of Elohim, which is called Horeb. That's what that's saying.
I thought it was like the town. And the angel of the Father appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed.
So what would you think if you saw something like that? Like, man,
Running?
am I drunk?
Now, like, you know, I never even seen it. Back then?
Yeah, back then, yeah.
I take it back then. I ain't nothing I'm afraid to see.
Okay, but keep that same energy here in a little bit. Just remember what you said. Remember what he said. Mark what he just said. Huh?
I say sci-fi. I say sci-fi. Ain't nothing probably going like
We'll see. Okay. Okay.
But back then I would ran. I seen a talking robot. Did you see a talking robot before?
Okay.
And Moses said, I will not turn aside and see this great sight while the bush is not burnt. And when Yahweh saw that he turned aside to see, Yah called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here I am. And he said, draw not nigh, right?
Yeah, yeah. Don't come close here just yet. Is what he's really saying.
But put off your shoes from thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground.
So one thing we gotta understand is the Most High knows exactly how to get our attention, how to even talk to us. I'm gonna show y'all here in a second because we were gonna read more from Exodus 3, but we're gonna make this quick so we can eat and get back to the crib. So we're gonna skip this and we're gonna go back to the legends of the Jews. June. Legends of the Jews. So I'm gonna ask y'all one last time. What does the burning bush represent? That's good. That's really good. Huh? Because he said light, so you can say guidance. Foresight of purification. Okay. Okay. Because that's why I'm asking y'all these questions, just to try to see. Because, like, man, you come up to a site, and so you see a site that no one, like, so, I'll wait. What does the burning bush represent? We'll keep going. We'll keep going. June? Yeah. Let him get some of that. Give him that mic. Shh, be quiet. That's little mama?
Alright, that's good. When Moses drew near to Mount Horeb, he was aware at once that it was a holy place.
That's what we just read in Exodus.
For he noticed that passing birds did not alight upon it.
Now watch what was going on at the mountain. Keep going.
At his approach, the mountain began to move as though to go forward and meet him.
So the mountain moving like it's coming to him.
Yeah.
That's what he's seeing. Remember what you said. No. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going because trust me, that ain't it. That is not it. Keep going.
And it settled back into
quietude.
Only when his foot rested upon it.
So it stops moving as soon as his foot touches it.
The first thing Moses noticed was the wonderful burning bush, the upper part of which was a blazing flame.
Now check out what was going on in the burning bush, because this is wild. Keep going.
Neither consuming the bush, nor preventing it from bearing blossom.
So it's there's a flame on it and it's still blossoming?
Yeah, it's in the middle of blossoming on fire. For the celestial fire has three peculiar qualities. It produces blossoms, it does not consume the object around which it plays, and it is black of color.
So it's black. No, that ain't it. Trust me, that's not it. We're gonna keep going.
So that fire was black.
Huh?
We ain't never seen that. I seen a blue one, I seen a white one, I seen a red one.
Everything's like this whole lesson is about fire. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It's about fire. Yeah. We have no idea the type of fire that we've been that we have to deal with.
Because that's something that's not talked about as much in Christianity or any of the faiths that are around, or religions that are around, except for one, and that is what they call it, Greek and Roman mythology.
Yeah, we ain't got time for those lies. They stole everything from the Egyptians, who stole it from the Babylonians, who stole it from the Akkadians, and so I got a question. Where did he see the burning bush at? Where did this happen at?
The top of the mountain.
Top of the mountain. We can all agree, right?
Know what it said?
Okay. The fire that Moses saw in the bush was the appearance of the angel Michael, who had descended as the forerunner of the Shekinah herself to come down presently. It was the wish of Elohim to hold converse with Moshe, who, however, was not inclined to permit any interruption of the work under his charge. Therefore Elohim startled him with the wonderful phenomena of the burning thorn bush that brought Moshe to a stop. And then Elohim spoke with him. So are y'all ready to see where this actually happened at? This is way more sci-fi than y'all have any idea about. Moses, like, you got to remember, Moses talked to the Most High what? Face to face. And I'm going to show y'all how. Go ahead, Ak.
There were good reasons for selecting the thorn bush as the vessel for a divine vision. It was clean, for the heathen could not use it to make idols.
So that's one reason why he chose the burning bush. But what does it represent? That's the question. Keep going. It's going to tell you.
Elohim's choosing to dwell in it or in the spotted thorn bush conveyed knowledge to Moses that he suffers along with Israel.
With who?
With Israel.
Okay, so it has something to do with Israel. Keep going.
Furthermore, Moses was taught that there is nothing in nature, not even the insignificant thorn bush, that can exist without the presence of the, what is that?
It says Shekinah, but we know without the presence of the Most High. We're not going to get caught up in that name. The presence of the Most High, right? Keep going.
Okay. Besides, the thorn bush may be taken as the symbol for Israel itself.
It's the symbol of you, of your people. So he appeared to Moses in the flame of a burning bush. And that burning bush was blossoming. It was black, doing all kind of stuff. And it couldn't get consumed. What happened to Shadrach, Meshach, and that bad Negro? They was in that furnace and they did not get burned. It represents you and your people. Keep reading. Keep reading.
What I leave on it. Several respects. Besides, the thorn bush may be taken as a symbol for Israel in several respects, as the thorn bush is the lowliest of all species of trees.
This is why it's about you. Keep going.
So the condition of Israel in the exile is the lowliest as compared with that of all the other nations.
We in Babylon right now. Everything is about you. The book, everything's about you. The burning bush was about the people. This ain't no doggone Christianity. we don't deal with none of that dumb stuff. None of that dumb stuff. It's about the people. We are they keep doing surveys and nobody wants to be us. It's about you. Fire, because you're not supposed to be able to get consumed. Matter of fact, didn't Abraham go through the fire? He watched his brother die in front of him and he didn't get burned? It's about you, your people, getting right with the Most High. So you can do these type of exploits and see these type of miraculous things. Keep going.
But as the thorn bush releases no bird that alights upon it without lacerating its wings.
And this is what you're going to do to the nations.
So the nations that subjugate Israel will be punished. Also, as a garden hedge is made of the thorn bush, so Israel forms the hedge for the world. The garden of God,
Bless you.
Bless you, for without Israel the world could not endure.
So even though we are enduring this hardship, it's for a reason. Somebody go to Isaiah 49 real quick. And I think it's verse 10. Yeah, verse 10. Start at verse 9.
All right, and it reads.
Hey, the mic's right there.
That thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth, to them that are in darkness, show yourselves, they shall feed in the ways, and their pasture shall be in the high places, in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he hath mercy on them, shall lead them, even by the springs of the water, shall he guide them.
Keep going. I think it's 18 actually. Hold on. It may be verse. Jump down to verse 18. I think it's verse 18.
Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, All these gather themselves together and come to thee. As I live, said Yahweh, thou shalt surely clothe thee with all them as an ornament, and bind them on thee as a bride doeth.
I messed it. Hold on, which one was it? Hold on a second. I get it. Hold on.
Was it 11?
It is verse 10. Did you read verse 10? I didn't hear you read verse 10. Read it again. I just didn't hear you.
They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the sun nor...
Isaiah 48. My bad. Did I say 49?
You said 49.
That's what it was. I was about to say I didn't hear verse 10. My bad. 48.
Go back to 9.
Yeah, go to 9.
For my name's sake will I defer mine anger, and for my praises will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction.
Fire. Fire. Burning bush. Because remember, when Abraham, that sleep came upon him and Most High was cutting that covenant, there was like that fire, that furnace that went through that thing. It's the same thing with the people. This whole captivity is supposed to humble us to where when we are able to rule, we rule righteously. Just like yesterday we read Isaiah 60, the actual gospel, the Basar of the kingdom, and talked about what happens to the nations that won't serve us. Because you got to think, we live in a dangerous white supremacist world. And when everything gets flipped on its head back to its natural order, there's going to be people that won't give that hatred up. And again, this burning bush represents you and your people. You must get right with you.
You ain't gonna make a mistake without laceration.
Yeah.
The type of bush represented the tribes that they would eat, the standing of the thorn bush was the lowest.
The lowest. There's nothing that's been lower than our people, like, everywhere.
They didn't even want to touch us. That's crazy. You know what's crazy? I don't know if it's later on the list, but the crown that Messiah wore.
Crown of thorns. Crown of thorns, a thorn bush,
Yeah.
represents the people.
The crown, that's crazy. You the king of the Jews here. Here's your crown. But look, like, it's crazy. They don't teach.
Give him the mic if he's gonna talk.
But they don't teach that in scripture. It's crazy that you say it, but now I'm like the crown of thorn outside of the disrespect. Nobody knew it had symbolic meaning.
Significance, yeah.
It's significant, yeah. But it's amazing, like how the Most High works. Like this is y'all. They don't even tell me it's a thorn bush in scripture. Like it's just a burning bush.
Right.
And I said, that flame's black.
Yeah. Oh, of course not.
You know.
Of course not.
Like, in the fire, like it's just the message I got when he said it was still blossoming. So it's still producing. It's
Like,
producing its fruit. It's producing its.
Didn't the Egyptians try to be subtle and try to find a way to kill the Israelites? And no matter what they did, we kept producing. We kept blossoming. We kept multiplying. We are the burning bush.
All praise to the Most High. That's right.
We are the lowest one. Like, nobody wants to be called black if they're not, even Indian people, they dark too.
Yeah.
They hate us for the past.
Boy.
We don't even know
Yeah.
I just asked her to do something for me, and she looked at me like,
yeah, like.
not you, know. Y'all somebody, right?
June, go ahead. Go ahead, June.
Furthermore, as the thorn bush bears thorns and roses alike, so Israel has
Impious. Pious and impious.
pious and impious members.
So righteous and unrighteous members.
And as the thorn bush requires ample water for its growth, so Israel can prosper only through the Torah.
Through the what?
Through the Torah.
That's why they told you it was dead and done away with. Right? So you could not grow. You could not prosper. You could not fully blossom.
Through the Torah of the celestial water.
Didn't Mashiach say, I'm going to give you rivers of living water? And they want to take that thing from us.
And the thorn bush, the leaf of which consists of 5 leaflets, was to indicate to Moses that Elohim had resolved to redeem Israel only for the sake of the merits of 5 tithes only: Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Aaron, and Moses. The numbers represented by the letters composing the Hebrew word from thorn bush, Sinai, add up to 120 to convey that Moses would reach the age of 120 years, and that the Most High would rest on Mount Horeb for 120 days. Finally, in order to give Moses an illustration of his modesty, Elohim descended from the exalted heavens and spake to him from a lowly thorn bush instead of the summit of a lofty mountain or the top of a stately cedar tree.
Go ahead.
Question. So when it told us he seen it at the top of the mountain, that's why he had to come close to the mountain so he could actually see where it was there or something. Because it said it was at the top of the mountain, right?
No, y'all always read it at the top.
It said it was at the top.
I asked y'all where he saw this great sight at, right? So remember you said that nothing can scare you. Remember you said that, right? So this next part, because I was thinking about saving this for tomorrow, but we'll just go ahead. We're gonna talk about the ascension of Moses. Moshe. What's going on? We're gonna say the rest of them for tomorrow, but like there should be some of it in there, right?
Yes, it's
in the salad. Okay, you good. So the ascension of Moshe. So again, where did he see the burning bush at? On the mountain. We can all agree, right? On the mountain.
As soon as he stepped foot, he looked either left or right and seen the bush.
He was on the ground and he stepped 1 foot on the mountain. It's somewhere around that mountain, bro.
Jeremiah, read.
I don't think it's on top of the mountain no more. I think it's something because it said he stepped 1 foot in the whole mountain to stop moving. So did he not go all the way up?
Read.
Or he trying to slip?
Read.
All right. The vision of the burning bush appeared to Moses alone. The other shepherds with him saw nothing of it.
Did y'all just read that?
So they thought he was going crazy then.
Is that not wild?
They thought he was going crazy.
So where did he actually see it? Yeah, he was on a mountain. In his mind.
Wow.
He talked to the Most High face to face. So the Most High allowed him to see that. Nobody else.
Yeah.
No one else had that mission to lead the Israelites out of bondage. He had to see that thing. He was the one because he was already a general. And don't be thinking that you're too old to have a calling. Because Moses didn't deliver the Israelites until he was 80 years old. Don't think you're too old for the Most High to manifest things or spiritual gifts in you. Right? Keep going.
Yeah. The other shepherds with them saw nothing of it. He took 5 steps in the direction of the bush to view it at close range. And when Yah beheld the countenance of Moses distorted by grief and anxiety over Israel's suffering, he spake, "This one is worthy of the office of pastoring my people." Moses was still a novice in prophecy.
So he didn't really know how to how to operate in the office of a prophet really at that point in time. Right. Go ahead.
That makes sense. The last one, it was like the Most High spake and said, "This is one that's worthy," because he said at first it was the bush was Michael.
Yeah.
And so it was like, so the Most High was like, he sent his angel to see how he was gonna react. And it was like, okay, now he's the one.
Yep.
Down to show him.
He passed the test.
That's just by looking at the bush.
By not being afraid of it, and then he's an Israelite and he wanted to save his people. That was what was really in his heart.
He really like, he's suffering.
Because when you go back to like the lesson, the prophecy of Jacob, it is in our covenant for the Most High to raise a Mashiach for our people. The time of Judges, that's all he did. Moshe was a Mashiach. Joshua, a Yahusha after him, was a Mashiach. It's literally in our DNA. We got superhero DNA. It's just they have been blocking it for so long. And the Most High is trying to get us to a point to where he can unlock that thing in us. Right? What, Bam?
Listen, now I'm just in my head. Because I was talking to a homie.
Mike?
I was just talking to them. It's kind of like, we were both talking about how we tired of, like, I don't say tired of, but like, you know how we always for the most part, our heart goes out to our people. Like, when they hurt, we hurt. And we always trying to fix another problem, even to our, you know, demise or whatever.
Right.
Demise, but like,
Our downfall.
Yeah, our downfall. But it's like, this literally what Moses did. Like it says he grief and anxiety over Israel's suffering, so he left a high place and came back down.
Why did he have to leave Egypt? There was two reasons.
Well, he killed somebody.
He killed, okay, so who was the somebody he killed, or what was the somebody he killed? He killed an Egyptian. Why did he kill an Egyptian?
Because he was messing with the people.
He was messing with the Israelite. The second reason was he was such a good warring general, they were afraid that he would defect to the Israelite side and lead a revolt against them. Yeah, that comes from the Legends of the Jews, and I want to say the Book of Jasher also.
What we were talking about yesterday, the movie we watched yesterday, he kind of hinted on it. He was telling him, like, don't you tell him who he is, because, like, the father was telling the other brother, I guess Ramses.
Yeah, Ramses.
He was telling him pretty much, like, don't let him know who he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Abraham was the same way, wasn't he? A war general, pretty much.
Bro.
Like, we got killers, bro. We got killers.
What did Hoover say was the biggest threat to the security of America? The rise of a black Mashiach. Why would he say that? They know who we are. We are the descendants of giant killers. Keep going.
Moses was still a no license to prosper. Therefore, Yah said to himself, if I reveal myself to him in loud tones, I shall alarm him. But if I reveal myself with a subdued voice, he will hold prophecy in low esteem.
That's what I'm saying. The Most High knows exactly how to get your attention in a way that you can digest it. Keep going.
Whereupon he addressed him in his father Amram's voice.
Because remember, he was raised by his parents until he was 2 years old. So he knew his father's voice. Right? Keep going.
Moshe was overjoyed to hear his father speak, for it gave him the assurance that he was still alive. The voice called his name twice, and he answered, here am I. What is my father's wish? Yah replied, saying, I am not.
So, mind you, there's other people there. No one else sees none of this. And then you just hear him, here I am. Here I am. While we're standing here looking at a burning bush and nothing's there. People thought he was crazy.
That's what I said. They thought he was tripping.
They thought he was on that hash.
It's like crazy, but he'll appear to his father, like.
Hear his father's voice, But hold on, because Amram was his father. He didn't get a chance to see his father out there.
He was raised by his parents until he was like 2 years old. But he still remembered his father's voice is the point.
See, with that within itself is a whole message because, you know,
Amram,
and later in the text, in the New Testament, you know, like, it was saying things like, for one, like, my children hear my voice, you know what I mean? And then it was like, you know, like the instillness in us. It just, like I said, it's crazy that he came as his father, so it was familiar. Also, like you said, like.
And so he would also humble himself as a child. Ooh, boy. All right. That's your father. Read, don't listen to him. He drunk.
Okay, thou Father, I but desire to refrain from terrifying thee. Therefore I spoke with thy father's voice. I am the Yah of thy father, the Yah of Abraham, the Yah of Isaac, and the Yah of Jacob. These words rejoiced Moshe greatly, for not only was his father Amram's name pronounced in the same breath with the names of the three patriarchs, but it came before theirs, as though he ranked higher than they. Moshe said not a word. In silent reverence before the divine vision, he covered his face. And when God disclosed the mission with which he charged him of bringing the Israelites forth from the land of Egypt, he answered with humility, "Who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh and bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt?" Thereupon spake Yah, "Moshe, thou art meek, and I will reward thee for thy modesty. I will deliver the whole land of Egypt into thy hand. And besides, I will let thee."
So, I told you I was about to get sci-fi, right? I got a question. Who is Metatron?
That's the find on Facebook.
So what y'all about to find out is Enoch wasn't the only one who went to heaven. No. Elijah did. We're going to keep going.
The ascend unto the house, unto the
Mike.
Ascend unto the throne of my glory and look upon all the angels of what? So he went to heaven too? Moshe went to heaven.
Face to face.
Yeah. So who is Metatron? That's an angel?
Keep reading.
Hereupon God committed Metatron, the angel of the
Come on.
The angel of the face to conduct Moshe to the celestial regions amid the sound of music and song. And he commanded him furthermore to summon 30,000 angels.
So remember, nothing would scare you, right? Nothing would scare you, right? Okay.
To serve as his bodyguard, 15,000 to right of him and 15,000 to the left of him.
But that was was so mighty.
Man.
15,000. Listen, one angel would have been enough. You got 15,000
Okay. Keep that same energy.
Watch what Moses said. He said, in abject terror, Moshe asked Metatron, "Who art thou?" Like, he was scared of him. And the angel replied, "What, bro? I am Enoch, the son of Jared, the ancestor, and Yah has charged me to accompany thee to his throne."
So y'all remember, if y'all have read the book of Jasher, the book of Enoch, and the book of Jubilees, that Enoch, he became what? He became like a Melchizedek, king and priest of all earth. Then he got taken up into heaven, and according to some other accounts, he was the head of the charge of the angels on some of the accounts. This is piggybacking off of that.
Well, see, yeah, but I didn't know he was Metatron. Hold on. What's so crazy? Like
You gotta have the mic.
But then Enoch, he was able to go back and forth too. So that's why he had to change his.
Now remember, once we make it, that we will also judge angels. How can you judge unless you become above it? Hold on. If you're gonna talk, you're gonna have to have the mic.
And that's why I suspect jealousy amongst the angels.
Yes.
And those who serve the Most High.
And I'm gonna show y'all how powerful the enemy against us really is and how high they are in a little bit.
I think their jealousy runs so deep that that's why they taught me. They taught me.
Exactly.
They were more than willing to fall from the Most High's grace to
Just to not see us above them.
be wrong his human creation. So that's what I think.
Boy, don't it? Okay. Bam, you want? Well, you finish this slide, Jamal. My bad.
Hereupon Yah commanded Metatron, the angel of the face, to conduct Moshe to the celestial regions amid the sound of music and song. And he commanded him furthermore to summon 30,000 angels to serve as bodyguard, 15 down to the right of him, and 15 down to the left of him.
Now y'all don't understand the type of transformation that Moshe had to go through. Keep going.
Alright, in abject terror, Moshe asked Metatron, who art thou? The angel replied, I am Enoch, the son of Jared, thy ancestor, and Yah has charged me to accompany thee to his throne.
To where?
To his throne. But Moshe demurred, saying, I am but flesh and blood, and I cannot look upon the countenance of an angel. Wherefore Metatron changed Moshe flesh into torches of fire, his eyes into Merkabah wheels, his strength into an angel's, and his tongue into a flame. And he took him to heaven with a retinue of 30,000 angels.
Questions? Huh?
Terrible.
He became a transformer.
That's crazy. And then the trauma. I ain't think about this. They be stealing. Oh, they be stealing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
It's a real movie, man.
Bro.
It's a real movie.
Yeah. Moses' life is a literal movie.
Man.
I'm scared of terrible too. Yeah.
No, you said you ain't scared. Don't worry about it. We got more. Are you done with this slide?
Yeah, one half. Yeah.
Okay. Bam, you can read this next slide. So now, because he's supposed to go to the throne, right? But you can't just go straight to the throne. Y'all realize that?
You gotta have a change.
Where do you have to do? You have to go where?
Yeah,
Put
it's
the fire.
fine.
Put the fire.
Get worried.
So you have to go through the different heavens.
Oh, y'all forgot about that. Because they got, that's what I was thinking. See, you took, I think it's 2.
Okay.
I thought it was 10. Yeah. But because
It's
the
10.
angel took Enoch up, because the demons was locked up in a part of
Hey, we just gonna read, man. Go ahead, just read. Moving to the right, to right.
The half moving to the right of them, and one half to the left of them. And the first heaven, Moses saw streams upon streams of water.
Water and water.
And he observed that the whole heaven consisted of windows. And each of them, which angels were stationed, Metatron named and pointed out all the windows of heaven to him. So he gonna open up windows of heaven and call you out.
Literal windows of heaven. In heaven. That's not just a saying.
Yeah. All of them of heaven to him. The window of prayer. And the window
Wait, the window of what?
Prayer. So I pray.
Men are to always pray and not to faint. Okay, keep going.
And the window of supplication, of weeping, and of joy. What's that? Plenitude?
Plenitude.
Plenitude and starvation. Wealth and poverty. War and peace. That's always 2.
So right now, this is the window that's been opened. And they keep saying it's peace. See how they go together?
Conception and birth, showers and soft rains, sin and repentance, life and death, pestilence and healing, sickness and health, and many windows more. And the second heaven Moses saw the angel,
Nuriel.
standing 300 with that parsonage.
So I want somebody to type that in and see how tall that is.
Parsonages.
Now this is the angel. Somebody get your phone and see how tall that is.
300 parasangs.
Keep reading that.
With his
Retinue.
Of 50
myriads
of angels, all fashioned out of water and fire.
The angels are made out of what?
Water and fire.
What would you do if you saw an angel made out of water and fire? You wonder where they get the concept for like airbenders and waterbenders and all this stuff from.
It says it ranges from 1,000 to
1,200 miles? An angel that big?
That's big.
So you wonder how, like, even like in Greek and Roman mythology, they had this idea about titans, right?
1,200,000 miles. Yes.
Oh, you said 1200,000?
Yeah, miles.
No, 1,200, from 1,000 to 1,200.
1,200 miles, just from here out to Florida.
So,
An angel that big though?
1,200 miles.
That's bigger than how many states?
That's not feet.
Man, that's massive.
One of them is just one is roughly 3.5 to 4 miles. So just one.
But nothing would scare you though.
No,
No, nothing would scare you though. Remember I said mark your words. I told you. I said mark your words.
Now you tripping me.
Did you read all this?
No. Myriad out of water and fire, and all keeping their faces turned down in the presence of Yah while they sang. So they won't even look at that. That's crazy. But them were different angels, like them not all ones. Them were just different angels.
The third heaven, not heavens, heaven. My bad. Typo. Don't judge me. Sorry for I didn't mean for this to be that long. My bad, y'all.
A song of praises to Yah. Metatron explained to Moses.
So that angel is singing a song of praise to the Most High. Okay.
Mind they were looking at me, so their faces were down. That these were the angels sent over the clouds and winds and the rains. Oh. So the angels, those angels control the weather, pretty much. Whose return speedily as soon as they have executed the will of the Creator, of their Creator. And their station in the second of the heavens, there to proclaim the praise of Yah.
So they go do what they were commanded to do, and as soon as they come back, they praise the Most High.
Yeah.
You got to have that same mindset. Every chance you get, praise the Most High. Now, the third heaven.
And the third heaven, Moses saw an angel so tall, it would look like a human being.
No, read that again.
It would take a human being 500 years to climb to his height. He seen an angel
In the third heaven, Moses saw an angel so tall it would take a human being 500 years to climb to his height. So that means you couldn't even see the top of him. But can't nothing scare you, Bam. You wonder why when the prophets of the Most High would see these angels, they would just fall like they was dead. We have no idea really what the Father is. You talk about a creator of everything. He wounds, he heals. He kills, he makes alive. He created everything. Like Scripture says that the heavens of the heavens cannot contain him. So none of those seven heavens can contain him. There's another text that says he numbereth the stars and calls them by name. How do you call the... have no idea, bro. You talk about the sci-fi of all sci-fis. Keep reading.
He had 70,000 heads. Each head had...
You see an angel with 70,000 heads, what you gonna do?
Well, you can't even see. You don't know what 7,000 heads is counting about.
You ain't getting away with nothing. And you think that you being slick with the stuff you're doing. He got angels that got 70 heads.
70,000.
1,000.
70,000 heads. Each head had as many miles.
So they running telling everything that's going on.
Each tongue, and each tongue as many sayings. And he, together with his statue of 70,000
keep going.
Myriads of angels made up of white fire.
Whoa, white fire now.
Praise and exalted Yahweh.
Wow, a different color fire. Interesting. Keep going.
These said Metatron to Moses. Yeah.
Now this is what these type of angels are called.
They are called Erelim.
Erelim.
And they are appointed over the grass and the trees and the fruits of the grain. But as soon as they have
Done the will.
my mind going a whole lot. I'm just thinking about when he spoke and everything happened.
Let there be light.
And the Creator, when the will of the Creator, and they return to the place assigned to them and praise the Father.
So as soon as they get done fulfilling their commandment, they praise the Most High. I'm trying to show y'all a pattern. June, it's on you. The fourth and fifth heaven.
In the fourth heaven, Moses saw a temple. The pillars thereof made of red fire.
Another type of fire. We got black, white, and red now.
The staves of green fire.
A green fire.
The thresholds of white fire. The boards and clasps of flaming fire. The gates of carbuncles and the pinnacles of rubies. Angels were entering the temple and giving praise to the Lord.
So y'all see the pattern, right? Let everything that have life or breath praise you, the Most High.
In response to a question from Moses, Metatron told him that they presided over the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, and the other celestial bodies, and all of them intone songs for Elohim. In this heaven, Moses noticed also the two great planets, Venus and Mars.
And now you're going to understand why they're there. Keep going.
Each as large as the whole earth. And concerning these, he asked, unto what purpose they had been created. Metatron explained thereupon that Venus lies upon the sun to cool him off in the summer.
Why?
Else he would scorch the earth.
To keep us alive.
And Mars lies upon the moon to impart warmth to her, lest she freeze the earth.
So if that don't happen, we would freeze to death. So either we would burn up to death or we would freeze to death. Everything the Most High does is perfect.
That's what I don't understand it. Oh, well, there's not a God, there's no such thing. But I'm like, but he aligned everything so perfectly that 1 inch over we would burn up our freeze.
Literally. Like perfect math. No mistakes in it, no errors.
That might be math. Arrived in the fifth heaven, Moses saw a host of angels whose nether parts were of snow.
So you see angels that are made of snow. The sixth and seventh heaven. Keep going.
Snow and the upper parts of fire.
So you got angels, the lower parts is snow, upper parts is fire.
That's so crazy because the higher you go up, it's the colder it is on earth.
Yeah.
And yet the snow did not melt.
How, Sway? How?
Nor was the fire extinguished.
How?
For Elohim had established perfect harmony between the two elements.
We don't have an answer, Sway.
No.
We don't have an answer.
These angels called Ishim
Irin and Kadeshim.
have had nothing to do since the day of their creation but praise and exalt the Most High.
Now, Jeremiah, start reading about the sixth heaven.
Kadashim. So we got Erolim and Kadashim.
And
Where'd you stop at?
In the sixth,
In the sixth of the heavens were millions of myriads of angels praising Yah. They were called Irin and Kadashim. Watchers.
the real name of the watchers.
Watchers and holy ones, and their chief was made of hails, and he was so tall it would take 500 years to walk a distance equal to his height. But what in the world? That's amazing. In the last heaven,
So now, what heaven is this then? So now you're going to see why it was so bad what happened in the garden. Keep going.
In the last heaven, Moshe saw two angels, each 500 parasangs in height, forged out of chains of black fire and red fire. The angels Af, anger, and Himah, wrath, whom Yah created at the beginning of the world to execute his will. Moshe was disquieted when he looked upon
You doggone right.
But Metatron embraced him and said, Moshe, thou favorite of Yah, fear not, and be not terrified. And Moshe became calm.
Had to calm him down. Like, all right, I'm cool. I'm straight.
There was another angel in the seventh heaven, different in appearance from all the others, and of frightful mighty. His height was so great, it would have taken 500 years to cover a distance equal to it. And from the crown of his head to the soles of his feet, he was studded with glaring eyes, at the sight of which the beholder fell prostrate in awe. This one, said Metatron, addressing Moshe, is Samael, who takes the soul away from man, the Grim Reaper. That's the Grim Reaper.
Samuel was a Grim Reaper.
Samael. Yeah, that's the Grim Reaper, man. He takes the soul away from man. Whither goes he now? Asked Moshe.
Check this out.
And Metatron replied, to fetch the soul of Job the pious. Thereupon Moshe prayed to Yah in these words, obey it be thy will, my Yah, and the Yah of my fathers, not to let me fall into the hands of this angel.
That's how scared he still was of that angel.
Man.
He was an angel form himself.
Transformed.
Here in the highest heaven, he saw also the seraphim with their 6 wings, with 2.
So, do y'all remember what the seraphim actually was?
It was a watcher.
It was a watcher. Now, this is in the highest heaven. Y'all remember when we were talking about serpents and dragon spirits?
Oh,
Seraphim. In the highest heaven. Keep going. Start that from the top.
Here in the highest heaven, he saw also the seraphim with their 6 wings, with 2 that cover their face, that they gaze not upon the Shekinah, and with 2 feet, which being like a calf's feet, they hide, to keep secret Israel's transgression of the golden calf. With the 3rd pair of wings, they fly and do the service of the Most High, all the while exclaiming, holy, holy, holy is the Most High of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. The wings of these angels are of
prodigious.
Yeah, prodigious size. It will take a man 500 years to traverse their length.
You think you've been on a plane that was big? You talking about wings of the?
Well, heaven's supposed to be huge. All is heaven. Good. Their length and their breadth, as from one end of the earth to the other. And Moshe saw in the 7th heaven the holy Hayah, which support the throne of Yah. And he beheld also the angel Zagzael, the prince of the Torah and of wisdom, who teaches the Torah in 70 languages to the souls of men. And thereafter they cherish the precepts contained therein as laws revealed by Yah to Moshe on Sinai. From this angel with the horns of glory, Moshe himself learned all the 10 mysteries. Man.
Having seen that there is in the 7 heavens, he spoke to Elohim saying, I will not leave the heavens unless you grantest me a gift. And Elohim replied, I will give you the Torah, and men shall call it the law of Moshe. So we're going to stop there for today. But we understand what the burning bush is now. We actually understand a little bit more about the actual heavens now. The look on Bam's face right now.
I think you told me that Enoch is Metatron before. I think you did tell me that before last year.
Must believe you transform.
By the renewing of your mind. So that's all we got for today. June, pray us out. Give him the mic, please.
I'll be out and thank you for bringing us together and waking us up this morning, and giving us the gift of the breath of life. I pray that you watch over us and continue to watch over us as we part ways and go our separate ways out there. Thank you for this word today, Lord. Thank you for this wisdom. And always thank you for your grace. And I pray for the awakening to keep happening, that more people wake up and see you as the one truly Elohim, our the Most High. And serve you and honor you. Shalom.
Shalom. So we are Yehuda. This is YAH'S Assembly. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, like and share our content. And as always, until next time, Shalom, tribe.